In a traditional American political world, Mike Pence's 2024 presidential campaign would possess several advantageous elements. Pence, a seasoned politician with experience in Congress and as a state governor, also served as the former vice president and held multiple high-profile roles within the administration. Over the course of 4 years, he had the opportunity to establish connections with his party's grassroots. Pence is known for his methodical approach, combined with a reasonable level of charisma. He has a commendable track record of strong debate performances and even had a stint as a popular conservative radio host. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you. However, the political landscape is far from normal since Donald Trump's emergence as the Republican presidential nominee and subsequent victory in the 2016 elections. Thus, the 2024 presidential race will mark another significant moment in American politics. It will be the first time that a former vice president and his former president will compete for their party's presidential nomination. Describing Pence, David Oman, the former chair of the Iowa Republican Party, states that he is a traditional conservative but not a loud one. This suggests that Pence's approach to conservatism is more measured and less brash compared to certain other figures in the political sphere. Currently, Pence's former boss, Donald Trump, possesses most of the advantages. Trump enjoys substantial financial support for his campaign, high approval ratings among Republican voters, and unwavering loyalty from around 30% of his party's constituents. However, Trump's loyal base regards Pence with skepticism bordering on animosity. They view his refusal to support Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election results as, at best, an error and often as a betrayal. Last month, Pence was compelled to testify before a federal grand jury investigating Trump's involvement in the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol and efforts to reverse the 2020 results. In March, Pence stated that Trump's reckless words endangered his family on that day, emphasizing that history would hold Trump accountable. Nonetheless, it appears that Trump's supporters are currently the ones passing judgment on Pence's actions. Pence's path to the White House is narrow. To succeed in his presidential bid, he will need Trump to stumble. However, if that were to happen, it is more likely that his supporters would shift their allegiance to candidates such as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Nevertheless, Pence holds an advantage over his former running mate in one particular area. As a devout Christian, Pence has a long-standing relationship with the U.S. Evangelical community. In fact, one of the reasons Trump selected him as his running mate in 2016 was to address concerns among Christian voters who might have hesitated to support Trump due to his personal history. Pence effectively served as the Trump administration's representative to the Christian right, championing victories on prominent cultural issues such as abortion and religious freedom. Now, Pence aims to capitalize on this history and win over Trump's evangelical voters. This effort is especially crucial in Iowa, the state where the first Republican presidential nomination contest takes place and where Christian conservatives wield significant influence. David Oman notes that around 30% of Republican voters in Iowa are a substantial bloc that candidates must take seriously in early 2024. Consequently, Pence faces the challenge of competing with other candidates for the evangelical vote, including Ron DeSantis, who has been a vocal advocate for conservative cultural issues in Florida, and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. The more crowded and divided the field, the greater the chances that no candidate will be able to defeat Trump. Oman adds that Pence begins his campaign with a decent portion of the Republican base that will not support him. Therefore, Pence must highlight his accomplishments as a governor, engage in discussions about future ideas, and present himself as a credible alternative to his former partner, Donald Trump. Pence has been maneuvering for a presidential bid for over a year, even before Trump's intentions for the White House became evident. The fact that another former vice president currently occupies the Oval Office suggests that Pence's presidential aspirations are not entirely unimaginable. However, the path he would have to navigate to secure the presidency is without precedent. In conclusion, Mike Pence's 2024 presidential campaign faces unique challenges in a political landscape shaped by the rise of Donald Trump. While Pence brings experience, connections, and a track record of conservative values, he must contend with a loyal Trump base that views him with skepticism. To succeed, Pence will need Trump to stumble and lose support, while also making a convincing case to win over evangelical voters who formed a crucial part of his base.